I don't understand couples a lot of times because couples will be in a relationship with their significant other or others and thinking that the relationship is only going to work if you share everything in common, including like your social media passwords. Bad idea. Bad idea. You might want to say things to your friends that you don't want your girlfriend to see, like planning a surprise party, and she gets your password and then finds out about it, then it's all going to hell. Your password is your password. Your personal space needs to be your personal space. Or you could break up and have a fight, and then she types something like, I like to lust after man's butts with my tongue. Keep your little area your little area. You need like your little he shed or she shed little area. Husbands and wives that have been married a long time rarely have anything in common. They might have like one or two things. Like my parents, my mom and my stepdad have been married over 30 years. And my dad and my stepmom have been married over 30 years. Longest marriages for all four of my parents. The only things that they really all have in common, they don't, of course, hang out with each other because they're divorced, but they like to travel. Like my mom and my stepdad ran a very successful travel agency in Washington State where my mom could retire at the age of 47. My stepdad was 57. So they did really well for themselves in, I want to say 7 years. They ran at least one business out of the county. And they knew everybody, so they knew the secrets, you know what I mean? Like the adulterers, they knew about that. And they kept it secret because they were pillars of their community. And a lot of these people had a lot of money. And they needed to travel, and there were no other travel agencies around. And this is before it all went internet. So they knew these things. They didn't like use it against them, but they knew these things. And it was enough to where like, psst, 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 psst. I'm going to go hang out with my mistress, but you need this money so your business doesn't go down. And they're like, okay, your secret's safe with me. Come to us anytime. It was kind of like that. That's kind of how like local politics work. You know a little something about somebody that they don't want to know about. You got like a friend for life. As long as you don't hang it over their head. It's not like, remember that time you went with your mistress on that cruise, or you went on that gay cruise and you don't want your wife to know about it. They knew some shit that I found out about later on that was pretty funny. Like just stuff that they picked up in conversation. It's no wonder that they stayed in business for very little and made so much money that me and my brother and my stepsisters will inherit one day. But that they made that money so quickly because they knew everybody in town. They knew their little skeletons in their closets. But like, other than that, my dad and my stepmom, my mom and my stepdad, they don't really have anything in common other than travel. All four of them. Not together, of course, because they're divorced. My mom likes crafts and doing crafts like a lot of women do. My stepdad does cars like a lot of guys do. You know, baby boomers. It's kind of women do the crafts and guys do cars, or women do horses. My stepmom likes horses. But like the only thing my dad and my stepmom have in common is like the work that they've done on their 12 acres of land that I'll inherit one day with my brother. Like 100,000. Like they would work on the property and build koi ponds and stuff like that. You know, take care of the horses and the cows and the dogs and cats, and like mow the 12 acres and like cut the brush and build the things and do the things and barbecue and like cooking, like stuff that was like centered to the home that they've lived in for like 30 years now. You know, that's what they have in common. They also like to like go to Vegas and Mexico and stuff like that. But like with my stepmom, it's like Oprah. A lot of like baby boomers liked like Oprah. She likes to read magazines. My dad likes to read magazines too. He reads a lot of like fitness magazines and a lot of like exercise magazines and tech magazines and science magazines. Stepmom reads like a lot of like lifestyle magazines. So they have like the magazines in common, but it's not like they're swapping and sharing about the other articles. My dad has had a Playboy prescription for like his entire marriage. So obviously porn doesn't ruin marriage. So, you know, if it does, you're not my type. You're just a sexual Puritan. You might as well just join the Amish. And my parents are very progressive too. So, you know, fuck you and you're being offended by everything. You're a bitch. I don't care if you got a penis. You're a bitch. So like they don't have like a tremendous amount of stuff in common, because marriage is not about communication. Marriage is about respect. Put some money in my Patreon. Respect me. And I'll respect you.